tongue out, too. If we take a look at the starting lineups, is good news. Still no word on all. Boston and Breanna Stewart get things underway here in Brooklyn with Ari McDonald controlling things for the Fever. McDonald was released on June 13th, then came back into the fold on the 25th when they waived Wnba, and here she is making her 5th start, and she misses on that first attempt, and now it's Ionescu in control for the homestanding Liberty. New York has won 3 of their last 4 as they look to go into the All-Star break on a winning note. Sabrina Ionescu, just named Eastern Conference Player of the Week, gets inside, can't get it to go. Ball is hot potatoed around, and Cunningham gets it out to McDonald. Good ball movement by the Fever. Now Natasha Howard working on Febic. Gets inside, bodies her, good position, and lays it up and in.
Natasha Howard is really good around the rim. She knows she's trying to get to her spots and catch her on the move, getting as close to the cup as possible.
Here's Natasha Cloud, tries the 3, makes the 3.
Natasha Cloud has been working her way out of a shooting slump. She continues to impact the game in so many ways, passing, defense, but she also wants to get that offensive stroke going.
Here's McDonald, she tries from distance, doesn't get it to go. Cloud came into this game 6 assists behind Skylar Diggins for 8th all-time in the Wnba as Febic gets to the cup, lays it up and in, and she'll head to the free throw line for 3 the old-fashioned way.
Just talked about talking with Leone, making her realize, hey, you're not just a role player on this team, you are a go-to. And as unselfish as you are, when you don't take that shot, it's actually selfish to everything we're working for to make happen on the court. So she's been gunning.
Yeah, and that's what Sandy Brondello has been begging her to do all season long, as Mitchell takes and makes that 3. The vet out of Ohio State brings the Fever to within 1. Here's Cloud working on Mitchell. Turnaround jumper is good. Soft, feathery touch by Cloud.
Yeah, Natasha Cloud told me she wants to get to the rim. It's a part of setting a tone of toughness for the team. And also she said, I want to demand more out of myself.
Here's Howard working on Cloud. Good defense. It's kicked out to Cunningham. Inside to Boston. And we'll get a foul on Niara Sabali down on the low block.
Make it hard for her to put that easy pass in. You want to keep Natasha Howard off of spots. You've got to put crowds around Kelsey Mitchell and all of her speed and penetration. And for the Fever, transition defense is going to be key because the Liberty lead the league in pace, in fast break points. They're so unselfish with the extra pass, and when the defense is not set up, that's when the Liberty thrives. So you got to get back in transition defense against them.
Liberty love to run. Those live ball turnovers have been the death knell of the opposition when they've played New York this season. Ionescu across court to Stewart, gets inside the paint, steps back on her former teammate in Seattle, Natasha Howard, and gets that to go. Great move by Stewie, and the Liberty back up 3. And with the answer there is Mitchell.
I actually think that's great defense from the Liberty. She was met immediately in the paint with a crowd of 2 defenders. Closed the gap, forced her into a contested jumper. That's just a better shot from Kelsey Mitchell.
Here's Breanna Stewart. Gets inside, works on Sophie Cunningham, and gets it to go. Strong start for Breanna Stewart and Natasha Cloud here as Ari McDonald gets inside, loses the defense, and lays it up and in.
And it's a great pass from Aaliyah Boston, who they've been running a lot of their offense through. She is a very cerebral, facilitating post. I think you've got to put your hands up.
The Red Sea opens and Breanna Stewart gets fouled.
The need for them, like she brought them a spark. and energy, and she's a pesky defender and an added ball handler. When she first joined the team, the Fever were bitten by the injury bug. They had Sydney Colson out, Caitlin was injured, even Sophie Cunningham was injured. It was like, who was going to run the point for them? So, you know, Aerie really filled that need. But now she's back and can also play alongside Caitlin at times too.
Yeah, they talked about the pace and intensity she brings, whether she's starting or coming off the bench. And Stephanie White is trying to get those two on the floor at the same time and get some kind of chemistry between.
Easier moments within the game for Caitlin Clark, and perhaps Aerie McDonald can help there.
Natasha Howard goes strong to the cup. Tosh spent 2 seasons with the Liberty, 48 games, started every single one of them. Averaged just under 15.5 points. And now she's with the Fever, and she's a catalyst on this team as well.
Commissioner Cup MVP as well.
Such a versatile weapon to have on your squad. Two-way player is Natasha Howard. Saw it here in New York and all over the league as Sabrina Ionescu gets right to the cup, lays it in with the left. She wanted the foul called as well.
This is what I'm most impressed with from Sabrina this season. Just her ability to get to the basket through contact, off the bounces and touches. Tough.
And a travel called here, and to your point, Roz, as we take another to the rim, has a great midi game, and we all know what she could do from the perimeter. And there's the midi that was almost on cue, but it comes out.
Sabrina Ionescu adds something new to her game every single season.
So talented, had that Mamba mentality at Oregon and brought it here to the WNBA as Sophie Cunningham gets the birdie on Natasha Cloud and hits the 3.
But Sabrina has added one season, it's more penetration, it's the pull-up jumper, floater, toolkit, different finishes. Then it's getting all the way up to the cup. This season, she's been passing at an elite level.
Here's Sabrina from the corner. Oh, that brought rain. Knocks it down, Sabrina.
We already knew she had the 3 in her bag.
That was never a question. Here's Boston. She is blocked. Good defense there by Stewie and Sabali. And here comes Febic leading the way and puts it in. And you talked about it, partner. It's the fast break for the Liberty. 14.2 points per game on the break. That leads the WNBA coming into action here tonight. Here's Mitchell, gets it out. Touch pass from McDonald to Cunningham. No good from that corner, and Stewie grabs another rebound. Pushing the pace is Cloud. Goes around McDonald, lays it in with the left, and Stephanie White wants to talk it over. A 7-0 Liberty run.
Sleeping there, but the play.
To your point, partner, first time she did 5-on-5 drills the other day, and they expect her back after the All-Star break. Great news for the Liberty as Febic misses that.
I'd say a vibe check for the Liberty right now. They're getting more bodies back. They're putting some wins together. They've been able to play a bunch of games at home now. And they're looking forward to getting JJ back.
Quick pull from Sabrina, and she knocks it down from 3. Ionescu, 2 for 2 from deep. She's got 8 to lead New York.
Sabrina's got that bounce. She's got some pep in her step.
Cunningham gets inside. No good, too strong. And here's Burke. Liberty starting 11 of 14 from the field. Stewie, spinorama, a little out of control, lost her balance, but the ball will stay here as Demira, 1 of 16 in the last 2 games from 3. She already has 2 tonight. Low in their last game against the Dream, as Dantas, who could stretch the defense, hits that 3.
Well, there was a period the Liberty had lost 6 of 9. They were dealing with injuries. And before the Aces game, the Liberty had a meeting.
Great 2-woman game between Ionescu and Burke, but she overcooked that reverse layup.
They had a team meeting and they talked about effort, energy, trust, and toughness. And they've really been able to execute those key words since.
lays it up and in.
Great read. The defense converges, and Maureen Johannes finds her teammate with the extra pass.
Kelsey Mitchell comes up empty on that three-point attempt. Her first miss, she's 2 for 3. Came in just under 37% from downtown. Here's Ionescu, gets around Lexi Hull and spins in the reverse. And then screamed at Tiara Cruz, the lead official, and one.
There was contact. She took a bump and went through it.
Dantas off the mark on that one. Hull couldn't corral it. And here comes Johannes with 10 seconds. It goes out of bounds, shot clock off.